Good evening, everyone, and to all the dignitaries present today here on the beautiful subject which we have taken is save environment. Environment protection is the most need of the hour today because there are lots of nature disasters. See, what we have seen, Earth is a very beautiful place which God has given us to live on. So our duty is to make it more beautiful, not to destroy it. कहते हैं ना कि नेचर किसी भी चीज को अगर आप ज्यादा ही प्रेशर डालोगे तो वो हिलती है और वो सर्वनाश करती है तो आप देख रहे हैं फ्रॉम द पास्ट फ्यू इयर्स देयर इज लॉट्स ऑफ नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स व्हिच हैज बीन टेकिंग प्लेस लाइक इन जोशीमठ. It was a very sad part for the Turkey, like the earthquake which happened. So we just rest in peace all the people who have lost life. It was a great loss, we can say. See, it takes man to make a building 2 years. It takes 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but nature takes only seconds to destroy it. So that is why we have to respect what God has given the earth. Today the scientists, they are researching to have life on Mars, to have life on moon, but the earth, on the house which we are staying, they are not taking care of that. They're cutting the plants, they're cutting the trees, they're creating high rise buildings, and the water is polluted. And in the coming time, what we see, we will not have air to breathe. Already you have seen that in Delhi there is so much of pollution and people are facing so many disease, because ये जो disease, जो भी बीमारियां अभी आई हैं, this is all created by man, not created by nature. So this is what we have started, is that if we can clean our home is our earth. So if we can clean our home, we can clean the environment, we can plant more trees instead of cutting them, and instead of having lots of high rise buildings and infrastructures. Yes, it is a source of income for the country, but on the other hand, we are killing people every day. The lifespan of human being has become very short as comparative to the earlier. पहले लोगों की जिंदगी 80-90 साल बड़ी आराम से होती थी. आज लोगों को 40 साल 45 साल की एज में हार्ट अटैक हो जाते हैं, डायबिटीज हो जाती है, बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड विच वी ईट, बिकॉज ऑफ द इन्वायरमेंट विच वी आर लिविंग इन. और ये जो मोबाइल फोन्स हैं, 5G है, 4G है, इसके जो रेडियस है, दैट हैज क्रिएटेड मोर कैंसर, मोर सेल्स. सो ये नेगेटिविटी स्प्रेड कर रहा है अर्थ को. अगर हम ये नहीं चाहें, हम ये नहीं कर सकते कि पूरी दुनिया को हम चेंज करें. वी कैन नॉट चेंज द होल वर्ल्ड, बट ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन वी टेक एन इनिशिएटिव, वी कैन एटलीस्ट क्रिएट अ लिटिल फ्रॉम आवर टाइम. अपनी ही कम्युनिटी के आसपास हम कुछ चेंजेस लाने के बाद, हम सब एक चेंज जब बनती है तो नेचुरली वो वर्ल्ड चेंज होता है. तो ये छोटा सा एक इनिशिएटिव फ्रॉम आईवा इनोवेटिव आर्टिस्ट वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन, वेयर वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दिस सब्जेक्ट ऑन गो ग्रीन सेव इन्वायरमेंट वर्ल्ड वाइड. एंड इन दुबई ऑल्सो we are doing this event, which we are also planning to do worldwide in different countries. इसको हम ग्लैमर के तौर पे, जो भी लेडीज, जो फीमेल्स है, बिकॉज हमारे पॉपुलर क्वीन ऑफ यूनिवर्स is an event where these women are working for environment. They are working in their community to plant trees, and they go to the people and tell them कि आपको सफाई कैसे रखनी है. आपको जितना भी गार्बेज है, you don't have to throw in the rivers, you don't have to throw in the ocean, because ये ultimately it comes back to us. Whatever we give to the nature is definitely going to give us back. So here, let us all be very spiritual. Let us all be very mentally prepared and emotionally save our Mother Earth. This is my motive, and I feel today the speakers who are here will share their ideas and then share their views at how we can help this Earth become as beautiful as God has given us. So first of all, I would like to invite Mr. Lal from from Karnataka. He is a chairman of Organ Donation India Foundation and Gyan. He's also the chief promoter of Pandit Health Resort and Spa Mudbiri Bangalore. He has done his postgraduate studies in political science. Mr. Goel has won number of awards and accolades domestically and internationally, with Rajiv Gandhi Business of the Year Award, India Darshan National Integration Award. Recently, Mr. Goel was honored with Mangalore University of his unique contribution to society and organ donation. Mr. Goel is the chief editor of Media Conference. He has been doing lots of awareness camps in many time. Even I was part of that, and he's really doing wonders in that. inviting people of different sectors and helping people to give to donate their organs, because हम तो चले जाएंगे लेकिन हम अपने organs किसी को दे जाए, हमारे organs की वजह से किसी की जिंदगी बच जाती है. ये मिस्टर गोयल का एक he has taken an initiative and is working on that. So today, Mr. Goel, the subject is little different from the subject which you have been doing. It is on save environment, go green, because that is why go green से ग्रीनरी जो है आंखों को भी बहुत भाती है. हम जब हम कारपेट ग्रीन फ्लोर पर चलते हैं, हमें बहुत रिलीफ मिलता है. लोग डॉक्टर कहते हैं आप उस पे चलिए, आप फील्ड पे चलिए, ग्रीन पे आपकी आई साइट इंप्रूव होगी. सो यू कैन सी हाउ मेनी एडवांटेज ग्रीन हैव. सो प्लीज मिस्टर गोयल, वी वांट टू लिसन फ्रॉम यू. ओवर टू मिस्टर गोयल.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Daljit Kaur, Iowa and Amar Sine Production for organizing such a important conference on a very, very relevant topic. People today, nowadays, we are all watching the television and reading on the newspaper about the disaster in Turkey. Earlier, we have seen at Joshimat, which Dr. Daljit Kaur also mentioned. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. Environment is not asking us to conserve her for her, but for our future generation. The environment and the economy are really both two sides of the same coin. If we cannot sustain the environment, we cannot sustain ourselves. But are we sustaining? At the COP26 summit in Glasgow in November last year, Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi pledged to cut India's total projected carbon emission by 1 billion tons by 2030, reduce the carbon intensity of the nation's economy by less than 45% by the end of the decade, and net zero carbon emissions by 2070. We all depend on the government. We all want to see that the government should do. Are we also not responsible? The civil society is also not responsible for the disaster, which is a man-made, as Dr. Kaur mentioned, that the environment, whatsoever is happening, it is because we are cutting the trees, we are polluting the rivers, we are even not preserving the earth soil. Now, when we talk about the tree plantation, as Dr. Kaur in my introduction mentioned that we have a resort called Pandit Health Resort and Spa. What we have taken an initiative, because it's a 10-acre beautiful place where we have lots of trees and plants. What we have done an initiative is that we have started a barter system for the plants. The system works in this way that suppose we have plants of roses in abundance and somebody is having plants of say of another variety of any flower. So we send those roses to them and by post, and they send their flowers to us. So basically it's a barter system without any monetary consideration, without any money transaction. We have started this for about 8 years back and it repaid us and to everyone in a very, very big way. And today we can claim that we have one of the largest collection of plants in this area because of this barter system. This is a very easy thing which everyone can do. If you in your home, if you have 4 plants of a same variety, you can give 1 or 2 plants to someone, to your neighbor or someone else. Take those things. So by this way, we can increase the plantation. We can increase the soil conservation. When we talk about the soil and earth conservation, we have to understand that we must put the organic, you should use the organic things. We should not use the urea and other things because we are putting something which nature never allows us. So all these things, when we talk about the air pollution, like Dr. Kaur just mentioned the condition of Delhi. Yes, the government is trying their best, but we are planning to have more and more vehicles. It's not the government who is asking us to have 4 or 5 or 6 vehicles in one household. Today, when the electrical vehicles things have come. But have we even thought that whether India is going to be benefited by these electrical vehicles? I'm not against electrical vehicles. I want that electrical vehicles should come. But for that, we must have the power stations, powerhouses run by the nuclear plants. Because if we are going to use the coal as the raw material for the power plants, what we are doing is we are stopping use less, we are conserving less consumption of oil in the form of diesel and petrol, but we are increasing the coal for the power plant. So basically, it is not a beneficial thing because electrical vehicles are going to work on electricity, and electricity in India are mainly through the coal power plants. So we have to understand that all those things are there. We should try to have a carpool when we are going, not that everyone is taking their own one car, one passenger, one car. So we have to change our mindset. And this is only possible if the programs like what has been organized by Dr. Kaur, if such types of programs are organized to create the awareness. And I'm very happy, although she knows that I am doing the program almost every day to create the awareness on different topics, mainly on organ donation. But this environment thing which she has taken up, it's a very, very vast thing, I must say, because not only India, all over world, people are trying that how we can save our next generations. What we have done, we have played our inning. We are on the last stage. At least I feel that I am on the last stage of my life. But are we leaving a good legacy for our children? I'm sure that all of you will agree that we are not. And for that, we all must come together and think and try to find the solutions, which I'm sure this today's conference on safe environment will definitely be a boon, because it will give some solutions. Because I have seen the whatsoever been introduced that people or the dignitaries are joining across the world, not only from India, even from Nepal and other places of India. Definitely, they have many things to say. So I'm just stopping here, and I want that we will listen. And I'm sure those who are watching this live are going to be benefited. And all credit goes to Dr. Daljit Kaur. In spite of her busy schedule, she has taken this initiative. I received a message at 1:35 in the night. I replied it. I am so happy that she is working day and night for this noble cause. So thank you very much, and God bless Dr. Daljit Kaur and all of us, so that we will leave a legacy, a golden legacy for our generations to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lal. It was wonderful, the beautiful speech which you have given. Really, मेरा भी यही मानना है कि एक घर में चार गाड़ियां क्यों? Because अगर see, this is what I feel, because people have excess money, so they buy lots of cars, lots of properties. रहना एक घर में, ultimately if we all decide कि we all have to leave here everything and go one day, suddenly when we go we don't know. But for the future generation we have to always plan something so the coming generation can enjoy the same benefits what we have enjoyed. So we have with us Mr. Stalin Dayanand, and he is working for the benefit of environment, conversationist working as director of NGO Vanashakti and Sagar Shakti. He's from Mumbai, and he holds a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Mumbai, botany and geology as subjects in the first and second year of the course. He is involved in activities of environment education, community initiative, restoration of degraded areas, rivers, wetlands, mangroves, wildlife, corridors, etc. He has experience of 15 years in this line, and he's working hard for this. And I would like to welcome Mr. Stalin Dayanand. And sir, so proud to have you today as a speaker here, and have been seeing you. You're fighting hard for the mangroves which have been getting cut at the RA colony in Mumbai. So over to you. And now we want to hear something for you, because we have got lots of speakers. So I know I won't be able to give you much time, but please, we want your words so that we can spread your words to the world around. Over to Mr. Setley. Can you please on your mic?
Thank you for having me on your program, and I wish you all the best in your ventures here. So I was hearing the speaker before me, and quite correctly, he has raised a lot of important issues, which I agree with. And you also, in your talk just now, you said that why should everyone have 4 or 5 vehicles? We all seem to miss one point here, that all governments, most of the governments are more not interested in the welfare of the planet. They are more interested in money. How do you make money? How do you get money? A person traveling in a metro or in a railway train or in a bus does not contribute to the coffers of the government. He does not, because that is subsidized transport. The government is spending on it. Who gives the government money? It is the car owner who gives the government money. The petrol consumer who gives the money. But that doesn't give the owner of a car the license to go on buying more and more cars. Definitely no. So what should we be doing? We need to have the balance between how much can you consume. If the government is serious about air pollution, if the government is serious about the destruction which is happening, because more vehicles, more roads, more trees lost, more forests cleared, more rivers damaged, they need to have dedicated bus lanes where the buses, good quality buses, will just travel smoothly, and the people who have bought those 50 lakh, 1 crore cars will be sitting in the traffic and waiting for the traffic to clear. When that equality comes out, when when the poor man or the ordinary citizen can travel faster than the car owner, that will awaken these people that they should not buy more cars and they're wasting their money. But right now, what is happening? The quality of the buses is not good. The buses don't have separate lanes. So naturally, it's a competition. And the government is happy with this kind of competition. They keep saying, okay, they put one class of people against the other, and we are engaged in continuously trying to what you call so-called development. We call it sustainable development. The government calls it sustainable development. I don't believe such a thing exists. There is nothing called as sustainable development because these are two different meaning words with different meanings. Sustaining is different. Developing is different. We haven't learned to sustain. How do we sustain our lives? How do we keep this planet intact for our future generations? If we can do things which will ensure that, that is sustainability. If you can what you call ensure intergenerational equity, which means the rights of the children, the rights of an unborn child also to be kept intact. We have no business to destroy what our grandparents or our forefathers gave us. So similarly, we have a responsibility to the next generation, which we are not fulfilling. We are just removing their heritage. We are destroying places which they should be seeing, enjoying, and taking benefit of. We are just clearing it out of their memories also. You know, the number of trees that we cut down every single day, it's horrendous across the country. And we are making roads in fragile terrains like the Himalayas, where there is constant seismic activity, the landslides are happening there, the trees are on the slopes are the crucial lifesavers, but we don't look at them as lifesavers. We see them as obstacles in our development. So what we saw at Joshimath is an eye-opener. We are seeing the glaciers are withdrawing and melting away. It's not opening our eyes. Mumbai is getting as what you call worse than Delhi in terms of air pollution. That's not waking us up. Everywhere, everywhere. My organization and in my own capacity, both of us, we are trying our best in every possible way. We have filed cases against the government. We are fighting on every front. But even, let me tell you, it's not easy. When you go to the court also, the courts don't see you as someone who's trying to save something. They see you as someone who's trying to stop development. Where do we stop? Today, the need is to stop development where we are and learn to live within those limits. And if there is a development, it has to be for everyone in larger public good. And larger public good is not private car owner or the rich. If you look back at our country's history and the words of the great leaders, Mahatma Gandhi had a word of advice to our politicians or the government, people in the government. He himself did not go into the government, but he told the people who were governing at that time that when you take a decision, whenever you take a decision, first bring the face of the poorest of the poor person you must have seen in your life before your eyes and see if your decision will help that person. Only then you should go ahead. Now, how many of the leaders have followed it? How many of them follow it today? How many of us remember Gandhiji today? Gandhiji remains the first and very honest environmentalist of this country. So his message was to live within your means, not to go beyond it and not to plunder, because what we do to the earth is a reflection of what we are doing to this, to ourselves. If we are destroying the earth, we are destroying our own existence, our ability to survive on this planet. And already we know countries which never saw rainfall are seeing flooding. Where there were flooding, there you can see intense heat waves. Now where there was severe winter, you are finding it there, it's getting hotter and hotter. Now what more needs to be done? How much more signals should nature give you? And if we cannot interpret nature's signal, we need to ask ourselves, are we human and are we so-called the intelligent species? When we can see our acts are destroying the earth, should we continue on this path? So somewhere people need to wake up, and people, I think people are awake. Who is not awake? The governments are not awake. They are sleeping. They are pretending to sleep. You can awaken someone who is sleeping, but not someone who's pretending to sleep. So we need to wake them up and say, okay, boss, you cannot do this. You don't have to do this. We won't allow you to do this. So it goes in that way. And awareness, yes, awareness is the key. But for whom? Awareness has to be given to the people in power. They are the ones who think that people are unaware, so they can get away with everything. The fact is, a lot more people like you, me, and many thousands and lakhs of others are talking about it. But is the government listening? No, because it suits the governments to keep the poor people, the lower middle class busy in trying to improve their lives. And we don't have time for the planet. And if we want to live, and if we want to keep the earth livable, we need to make time for the planet. That's what I would say. Thank you for hearing me.
Very well said. Yes, very well said, Satliji. And I really agree with you that whatever you said is fact. Of course, ultimately that decision has to be taken from the government. But through this awareness, when more and more people realize, yes, we have to stop all this cutting of trees, because the nature is giving us back what we are giving back to the nature. Slowly and steadily, of course, we will win, because it's going to take lots of time. And thank you very much for your wonderful speech. So next we have Mr. Nabal Pajiyar from Nepal. He is power memory classes. He's into power memory. He's the king of that. So can I have you? Are you there online?
Yes, Daljit ma'am,
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah, so you have been listening to Mr. Goel and also to Mr. Stalin. So could you please tell what are your views on saving environment, and like whom do you think is responsible for today's disasters which are being taken on this planet Earth, which is a beautiful planet Earth given by God. People are finding life in Mars, and the Earth which is with us avoiding totally that. अपना घर छोड़ के दूसरों के घर में हम जगह ढूंढ रहे हैं. Do you think that is good? So we want to hear something from you.
Thank you very much Daljit ma'am for this beautiful opportunity. सबसे पहले जितने दोस्त ने बोला है, is it okay if I speak in Hindi or?
Yes, मैं हिंदी बोलिए सर.
अच्छा, ऑल राइट, बिकॉज मुझे लगा कहीं अगर हिंदी में, मैं नेपाल से जब हिंदी बोल सकता तो आप लोग तो इंडिया के हैं, तो नेचुरली हिंदी समझ।
नहीं, हिंदी बोलिए सर.
ऑल राइट, वेरी गुड। नहीं मैडम, बहुत बढ़िया, जो हमारे मित्र लोग जो बोले हैं बहुत अच्छा बोले हैं, वो अच्छा कहे भी है। लेकिन मेरा एक मानना क्या है कि एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग्स वी नो द मेनी थिंग्स बट वी डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द थिंग्स। एक ये बिग प्रॉब्लम है लोगों में, ठीक है। जैसे हमें सबको पता है कि ये करना चाहिए, लेकिन क्वेश्चन ये कि आर वी फॉलोइंग दैट, ओके, क्या हम उसे एक्शन में उतार रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहले माइंडसेट तो ये होना चाहिए कि कोई भी सेविंग एनवायरनमेंट के लिए कि सबसे पहले हमें जो हम जानते हैं उसको तो एक्शन में रखना चाहिए। कितना जानते हैं, कितना हम बोलते हैं इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, कितना हम उसको कर पा रहे हैं, ये एक बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी है और बिग चैलेंजिंग भी है लोगों के लिए। तो ये पहला फॉलो करना चाहिए। और सबको तो पता ही है कि एनवायरनमेंट सेफ अच्छा होने के लिए हमारे आजू बाजू के जो माहौल है उनको अच्छा बनाया जा सकता है। जैसे हम जो पहले जो ह्यूमन में घर में हैं, तो बहुत सारे लोगों के घर में एक ड्रामा चलता रहता है, आई लव यू ड्रामा, हर हफ्ते पीछे होलसेल में चलता रहता है, राइट। तो उसके लिए सबसे पहले ये होता है कि हमारे घर में भी अच्छा इन्वायरमेंट हो, अच्छा माहौल हो, पीसफुल हो, जिसके कारण से हम एक छोटी सी हैबिट जो होता है कि एक दूसरे को हम प्यार दे, रिस्पेक्ट दे, सम्मान करें हर दूसरे का अपना अपना इंटरेस्ट में, एक बहुत अच्छी बात हो सकती है। जैसे कि हमारे घर में मानो 4 लोग हम हैं, तो हमारे जन्मदिन पे बर्थडे पार्टी सब करते, अच्छी बात है। लेकिन अगर ये माइंडसेट रहे कि हर एक के बर्थडे में एक एक छोटा सा प्लांटेशन अगर किया जाए, तो आने वाले दिन में वो भी एक अच्छा हो सकता है। क्योंकि कहते हैं कि अच्छा बेहतरीन कल लाने के लिए आज का अच्छा इन्वायरमेंट होना बहुत जरूरी है, राइट। तो जब हम जो हमारे आने वाले लोगों के लिए जो कोई लेगेसी अगर छोड़ना चाहते हैं, सबसे पहले आज हम कुछ करेंगे तभी तो छोड़ पाएंगे। वरना इतना बिजी हो गए हैं ये लाइफ में, पैसा कमाने में, बिजनेस को बढ़ाने में, लेकिन सच कहूं तो इस सबको तो छोड़ के ही जाना है, राइट। अगर मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जांपल साक्षात अगर गॉड अभी हमारे पास आ जाए, अगर वो हमें कहते हैं कि कल आपका आखिरी दिन है, तो क्या फिर भी हम उसी तरह से जिएंगे जो कल तक जीते थे? मतलब वही बैंक बैलेंस चेक करना, फलाने उस लोगों से इतना पैसा लेना, या हमारे बिजनेस को इतना बढ़ाना? नहीं ना। जरूर ये एक रहेगा माइंडसेट कि यार जिसके साथ हमें प्यार है उनके साथ कुछ बात कर लेते हैं, जिनको हमने जाने से कभी दिल दुखा है उसको एक सॉरी कह जाते हैं, कहने का कि लाइफ में जाते समय रिग्रेट के साथ ना जाना पड़े। लेकिन हम इंसान ऐसे हैं कि जीते हैं इस तरह से कि लगता कभी मरेंगे नहीं, और मर के जाते इस तरह से कि लगता कभी जिया ही नहीं, राइट। तो इसमें ज्यादा मैं टाइम क्या लूं, मतलब हम लोग सब अच्छा तरह से जानते हैं, वही है कि आपको प्लांट को सेव करना है, हमारे घर में जो बिजली सब चीज है उस सबको थोड़ा अच्छा से सेव करना है, वाटर को अच्छा से सेव करना है, कोई भी चीज है उसको रीयूज करने के रिसाइकलिंग में कैसे लेके जाना है, ये सब हम तो जानते हैं। लेकिन ऑल टुगेदर पॉइंट ये है कि हम कर कितना पाते हैं। और ये चीज इतना अच्छा मिशन है, जैसे कि लास्ट टाइम आपने हमारे पेज में देखा है, सदगुरु जी से हमने मिला था यहाँ पे, उन्होंने हमें बहुत हमारे कन्वर्सेशन हुआ, आपने हमारे फोटो सब देखा होगा पेज में। और जो भी यहाँ पे मित्र जुड़े हुए हैं, हम सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, मैं नेपाल का आपका दोस्त हूँ, ओके, हमसे जुड़े रहे सोशल मीडिया में या व्हाट्सएप के द्वारा भी, हमारे नंबर दलजीत मैडम के साथ ही है। हम बहुत अच्छा मिशन ये जो इसको हम बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हैं, और चूंकि मेरा प्रोफेशन ये लोगों के साथ काम करना, तो हम बहुत अच्छा मिलके कर सकते हैं। और जस्ट एक ही चीज है, हैबिट, लाइफ में आप जो भी कुछ करें अच्छा से करें, और आपके परिवार में आपकी जो रिस्पेक्ट प्यार हो बना रहे, इसके लिए आप रोल मॉडल बने, क्योंकि हमारे परिवार हमारे बच्चे फर्स्ट कॉपी हमें करते हैं, फिर दुनिया से वो सीखते हैं। तो उसके लिए भी आने वाले कल को बेहतर बनाने के लिए आज हम कुछ अच्छा करें, सिर्फ नाम बिजनेस के पीछे ही, पैसे को पीछे ही ना लगे रहे। वो नीड है, रिक्वायर्ड है, जिसके बगैर लाइक कहते हैं ना कि लाइक जैसे ब्लड फ्लो अच्छा है तो हम हेल्दी कहलाते हैं, तो इसलिए मनी फ्लो होना चाहिए वेल्दी की लाइफ के लिए, तो ठीक है, लेकिन कितना, इसका कोई लिमिटेशन तो है नहीं। तो पाने के बाद हम कुछ सोसाइटी को भी देके जाए, कुछ अच्छा करके जाए, ताकि हम मर के भी जिंदा रहें। वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में कि कदम चालो ऐसे कि निशान बन जाए, काम करो कुछ ऐसे कि पहचान बन जाए। कदम चालो ऐसे कि निशान बन जाए, काम करो कुछ ऐसे कि पहचान बन जाए। अरे जिंदगी तो हर कोई जीता है यहाँ, हम जिए तो इस तरह से ताकि दूसरों के लिए जिंदा मिसाल बन जाए, राइट। सो पॉइंट में कहा जाए तो हम दुनिया को लाइक बहुत चीज कहते हैं, लेकिन घर में जो छोटी छोटी चीज हम कर सकते थे वो हम नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो पहले स्टार्ट करें अपने घर से, और ये एनवायरमेंट सेव के लिए पहले अपने आप को सेव करें, ओके। गलत इमोशन, गलत हैबिट, गलत वर्ड से, क्योंकि हर इंसान के माइंड में क्या होता है, डेली 60,000 थॉट आपको रैंडम आता रहता है, जिसमें से आप भरोसा नहीं करेंगे 58-59,000 तो नेगेटिव थॉट्स ही रहते हैं। तो आप इन्वायरमेंट को बचाने के लिए अपने आप को भी बचाएं, अपने माइंड को बचाएं, अपने परिवार को बचाएं, और अच्छा करते जाए, भाव अच्छा होना चाहिए। और एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट, ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा, शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट में बस इतना ख्याल रखे तो लाइफ बहुत बेहतरीन हो सकता है। नेवर हर्ट योर माइंड एंड हार्ट एंड नेवर हर्ट टू अदर्स। कीप हैप्पी टू योर माइंड एंड हार्ट एंड कीप हैप्पी अदर्स। ये दो चीज अगर समझ में आ जाए तो इसके लिए कोई ज्यादा पीएचडी करना ही नहीं पड़ेगा जैसे लगता है मुझे, और हम भी खुश रह सकते हैं और आजू बाजू भी खुशियां फैला सकते हैं, क्योंकि जब तक हम खुद खुश नहीं है हम कुछ दूसरों को अच्छा दे ही नहीं सकते हैं, राइट। तो ये एनवायरमेंट सेव के लिए ये छोटी छोटी बातें जितना अगर उसको हम इंप्लीमेंट कर जाएंगे तो रिजल्ट आएगा, बिकॉज नोइंग इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट, नोइंग इज डूइंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट। तो बस ज्यादा न कहते समय ये अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए हमारे डॉक्टर दलजीत मैम को बहुत बहुत थैंक यू वेरी मच। और इतना कहना चाहूंगा इसी प्लेटफॉर्म से आने वाले दिन में एज ए नवल पजियार नेपाल से अगर मैं थोड़ी सी भी कुछ कहीं पे सपोर्ट कर सकूं, मेंटली, फिजिकली, फाइनेंशियल, जो भी अगर कहीं पे रहे, प्लीज लेट मी नो। मेरा साथ सपोर्ट आप लोगों के साथ है ही है। और जाने से पहले मैं एक नंबर देना चाहता हूं, अगर आप लोग नोट करना चाहे तो नोट कर ले, अगर पेन पेपर है तो सिंपल है व्हाट्सएप नंबर, बिकॉज एज बीइंग अ मेमोरी माइंड पावर ट्रेनर कुछ रहा तो आप सबके व्हाट्सएप में मैं गिफ्ट भेजता रहूंगा ताकि आप लोगों को भी कभी कभी अच्छा होते रहे। 9843566999 9843566999 ये नंबर हो गया। और नेपाल का कोड है +977 +977। तो इसमें व्हाट्सएप वाइबर सब है, हम जुड़े रहेंगे। बाय दिस आप सबका शुभ अच्छा टाइम रहे, सब अपना ख्याल रखे और अपना ख्याल करते हुए इन्वायरमेंट का भी ख्याल करें। थैंक यू वेरी मच, नमस्कार। थैंक यू दलजीत मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपने बड़ी अच्छी बात बोली कि अगर हम घर पे खुश रहेंगे तभी बाहर खुशहाली फैला सकेंगे, क्योंकि जब अपनी ही मुसीबतों में अपने ही साथ ही हम जंग लड़ते रहेंगे तो हम एनवायरनमेंट को कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे। एनवायरनमेंट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए आपको खुद खुश रहना है। बिकॉज एक चीज मैंने नोट की है, आपके घर में, सबके घर में प्लांट्स होंगे, तो आई हैव फेल्ट फ्रॉम नंबर ऑफ इयर्स कि मैं जब अपने प्लांट्स को खुद पानी नहीं देती वो मुरझा जाते हैं। मैं जाके
Yes.
उनके पत्तों को, उनको मैं प्यार करती हूँ, उनसे मैं बात करती हूँ, उनके फ्लावर्स और ब्लूम होते हैं। ऐसा क्यों कि मेरे घर में सब कहते तुम पानी डालती हो तो ये ज्यादा अच्छे होते हैं, हम डालते हैं तो नहीं होते। इसका क्या रीजन है? बिकॉज नेचर अंडरस्टैंड्स योर इमोशंस, दे
Feelings. Yes.
अंडरस्टैंड, वो फीलिंग्स को समझते हैं कि ये मेरे को प्यार कर रहा है और वो मेरे को गिव बैक करता है विद अ ब्यूटीफुल ग्रीनरी अराउंड मी। तो दैट इज
Yes.
व्हाई आई सेड, सी हो जाए, आप समुद्र के पास चले जाओ, आप नदी के पास चले जाओ, उनके अंदर भी जीवन है। वो बोल नहीं सकते लेकिन वो अपनी फीलिंग्स एक्सप्रेस करते हैं। मैं जब मुंबई आई थी, मैंने समुद्र को बोला था कि मुझे मुंबई सेटल कर दो। मैं घूमने आई
Right.
थी, तो आज मैं मुंबई सेटल हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ द सी, सो आई एम थैंकफुल टू द सी।
Yes.
सो दैट इज व्हाई आई सेड एवरी नेचर विच इज बीइंग मेड बाय गॉड हैज लाइफ इनटू दैट, और हम उस
रंजित
लाइफ
मैम,
को
आपने
कट कर रहे हैं।
जी आपने सुना भी होगा, जैसे एक मूवी आया था पिछले मतलब कई साल पहले, 3 इडियट्स। उसमें एक स्टोरी कहा गया, आइसोमेल जो आइलैंड था, वहां पे जो आदिवासी लोग होते थे, अगर कोई पेड़ को काटना था तो काटते नहीं थे, वहां पे जाकर नेगेटिव नेगेटिव वर्ड्स थॉट्स उनको देते थे, और कुछ दिन में क्या होता था, वो पेड़ मुरझा के खुद गिर जाता था।
जी जी
राइट।
बिल्कुल।
तो हमारे इमोशन का, हमारे वर्ड्स का बहुत असर होता है। तो जब पेड़ पे पड़ता है तो आप समझ लीजिए कि हमारे आजू बाजू जो लोग हैं उन पे कितना पड़ता होगा,
जी जी
जो हर
बिल्कुल
वक्त
बिल्कुल।
जो हम देते रहते हैं उनको। तो
राइट राइट।
इसके लिए थोड़ा ख्याल करने से बहुत कुछ अच्छा हो सकता है, और अपने थॉट इमोशन को कंट्रोल करके लोगों को भला हो, बस ये अगर थॉट रखेंगे ना, जब सबका भला होगा तो उसमें अपना भी भला ऑटोमेटिक हो जाता है दलजीत मैम। तो ये
Yes, thank you.
भाव रहने चाहिए। थैंक यू। या
Thank you very much. So next we have got Baninder Singh. He's Bachelor Environmental Engineer from Delhi University. He's MBA in Power Management Electricity, NPTI Ministry of Power. Baninder ji, are you there? I know you cannot come on the video because you are traveling. So we want to hear a few words from you since you also deal in the same subject. Baninder Singh ji, are you there? Mr. Baninder Singh, are you there? Okay, so we will have Dr. Devesh Kumar, who is
Hello.
an entrepreneur. Yes, Mr. Baninder Singh.
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes. Please light on
Good
this
evening,
lines
everybody.
of environment. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I am Baninder from Delhi College of Engineering. I am an environmental engineer also, and I did MBA in power management. So gradually, I am now associated with a power plant. We have a 2 into 600 megawatt power plant, which is generating electricity from coal. So it's a work which requires an environmental engineer like me to buy coal and get it burned so that we all get electricity. Uh, Generally, it is thought that coal burning is a very big problem for everybody, wherein a lot of pollution is happening either in air or water or in soil. My roles and responsibilities as an individual or as an Indian or as a son of Mother Earth is to get coal, which is a good quality coal, and to ensure that our equipment, which is trying to stop the pollution, works at least 99.999%. And this is how we contribute to the environment. Uh, we have, as per Ministry of Environment and Forest or Government of India guidelines, requirement of around 100 acres of land to be made green. So a minimum of that is what is required, but we as an organization have done more than that, and we have around 190 acres of green land. This green land is inclusive of all the trees which are local bred, and we have also been working on saving the wildlife of the area. So this is how we are contributing for the environment, and Thanks to everybody here that we are discussing more ideas wherein each one of us can do something more for Mother Earth. And thanks to Dr. Madam also for giving me the time to speak. Thanks, Madam. Yep.
Thank you very much. That's a good because answer which you have given, that because coal is also it creates pollution. So we can have Dr. Devesh Kumar ji today with us. He's an entrepreneur and he is also working social activities and he's also contributing a lot towards environment. So can we have Devesh Kumar ji to speak a few lines on this?
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Daljit. And I've heard about my fellow colleagues, like especially to mention Mr. Pajiyar. And I'm also, talking the same line because I'll start with a small incident in my life when I was student in Delhi University in 94. So at that particular time, there was very much scarcity of, water in Delhi. So we used to have, water coming one time in my hostel. So from that particular time, we have realized that why the nature is important and to protect the environment is important. And I cannot say that we are very much actively doing all these things, but yes, small things we have started contributing to the nature. And whenever we got the chance, we have always adopted the policy of save environment, save paper, to reduce carbon, and to reduce cutting tree. So all these initiatives, small initiative, we have started from the beginning. And I must say that this government is doing a fantastic job in terms of, biofuel, in terms of electricity bus, in terms of, reducing pollution. But as a citizen, our responsibility is to, contribute from our home. So it is not that to blame government, to blame others. So the right contribution will start from your home, to educate your child, to educate your neighbors, to educate your fellow colleagues, to educate your employees, how to contribute this thing in a better way. I will also mention one more thing, that we have started one initiative from the my Tata Capital time, that in everybody's birthday, we used to plant a tree in Sariska and give certificate to them. So they were so much happy that they were getting a certificate on their birthday, especially to hand over. Manager used to hand over their colleague that with a flower and this certificate. So this initiative we have continued in our company also. So in we used to plant trees on 26th January, all national holidays, or maybe Gandhi Jayanti, maybe on 5th June, Environment Day. So we used to keep that tradition alive. We also give, gift in terms of flower pot to our colleagues, our employees on their birthdays. So my only submission with this group or with the fellow colleagues, that whenever you go, you have to just spread this word that you need to save your environment. Not in terms, you can't force people, but only you can request people, you can motivate them to get this thing done. So I think from my side, this is the only thing I wanted to say. And I must say thank you to Dr. Daljit for organizing such a beautiful and great initiative, so that people should be aware and spread this beautiful cause. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Devesh. Yeah, that's a very good idea, because even when we on the stage felicitate people, we give them a plant so that they can put it in their house. You can have a small garden in your own house. You can have that. Now there's so many opportunities are there to have your own plants. That is one thing. But what the things are there, what Mr. Stalin had told, that cutting the trees and all. So we Indians, like we as human being, has to take an action together so that trees are not cut. And I've seen him working from so many years on this topic alone, but slowly, thousands and thousands of people have joined him. And I know one day this will be sorted out, and government will definitely take step on that. So next we can invite Archana Sharma. Are you there, Archana? Archana Sharma, are you there? Archana Sharma? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Archana Sharma, an actress, a social activist working for lots of activities. So we want to hear something from you on this topic of save environment. What are your views that how can we work together on saving the Mother Earth?
Daljiji, first of all, thank you so much for showing so much love and respect to Mother Nature, because this is the home where we have been gifted by the Mother Nature, which has given us life. And life is a very beautiful thing which we all enjoy, but not at the cost of destroying a mother's creation, which is so beautiful around us, the chirping of birds, the trees, the air we breathe in, everything is so beautiful, created by God, that we all have to pledge that we should protect it, not only individually, but also on a collective level. So I believe that, let's nurture the nature so that we can have a better future. And we should all pledge together that, we have to give the new generation which is coming up a better environment to be live in, and we should all work for the welfare of all the generations. And I don't think we have to sacrifice a big strong economy for a healthy environment, and that we have to put in so much money to make the environment safe. And I think if we have to live in a better healthy atmosphere, we should always think about what is my role as an individual to give back to my mother nature. And as it likely said, when we have birthdays, we got events and all, we do give a lot of trees and all, but it's just a symbol of trees that we give. But how many of us actually feel that they've been taken care of? And if you and look at the education which we all talk about in our childhood, learning history is important, learning civics is important, but I believe that from childhood it should be put into the subject in the schools, that why environment needs to be protected, and who are we today that we are able to live in this atmosphere, because we have been given this wonderful planet by our ancestors. So I think our greatest threat to planet today is belief that someone else will do it. हम यही कहते हैं कि यार वो करेगा वो करेगा वो करेगा, but हम कब करेंगे? That is very important. कि it is our duty, as we all believe that it's our duty to earn, our duty to smile, duty to love, but it's also a duty to protect the environment for the future generations to come in. And I also believe that, yes, we should have a lot of events, like, we talk about Valentine Day, we talk about environmental days, but we should also have one utsav, because we don't talk about saving our forest and, having programs at the Mahotsav events, and taking the children to this park and making them do plantations, and building the gap which we are not able to do it because we don't conduct a lot of events on environment. We just keep talking about marathons, and we keep talking, but marathons really don't work in creating awareness. What creates awareness is planting one plant. So I think is that we need to give back to society what we have taken from our ancestors, and क्योंकि ये धरती माँ के समान है और इससे संभालना हमारा कर्तव्य है. एंड अगर धरती के जीवन को हमें उज्जवल बनाना है, खुशहाल बनाना है, तो हमारी जो धरती माँ है उसका सम्मान हमें करना पड़ेगा, एंड बच्चों को भी हमें सिखाना पड़ेगा. एंड मैं यही कहती हूँ सबसे कि आइए मिलकर धरती बचाएं, जीवन को खुशहाल बनाएं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी हियर, एंड इट वाज वंडरफुल टू बी ऑन द सब्जेक्ट. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you very much. Very well said, Archana. Yes, it's good. There are marathons and all which are being done. There should be beautiful parks where we should take our children and make them understand what each flower means, what each plant means, what are the benefits of these plants to us. So that should be also a kind of an education which should be given to the children, so that they also start saving Mother Earth and Mother planets. So next we have with us Neha Bandhopadhyay, social activist, a painter. She has done lots of painting on this environment. Neha ji, are you there? Can I have you here, Neha Ban Upadhyay? Neha? Okay. So if Neha is not there, we can have Kuljinder ji. Kuljinder ji, are you there? Rashmi, are you there? Can we hear something from Rashmi? Yes,
Yeah.
Rashmi. Yes, Rashmi from Dubai. Yeah. Please tell us what you have been hearing so many things from the eminent dignitaries today on save environment, and everybody has been working differently in their field. So we want to hear from you. How do you feel and what are your views on this?
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, first of all, to give me this opportunity to speak on this noble platform. I've not been associated with any of the platforms, but I would definitely share my views on it. I'm by profession, I'm an architect, and I have been working here from last 13 years. So here we have from Dubai municipality, there are many codes which are helping to make the building construction, the stage, everything green. So we have a green building code which helps to make the building sustainable. We have some rules such as like green roofs. So we have to maintain 30% of the roof by making roof gardens on the building, and it will help to reduce the AC load and the electricity, which I think it's a very good this step taken by the Dubai government. I really wish that in our India as well, such rules has been implemented, so which will help to make the heat intake and the electricity load, it will help to reduce, and it will make a good impact on environment. And as a normal human being, I am trying to make I am trying to do as much as I can to make my living sustainable. I have taught my kids to always recycle the things, like we are having every day in our daily life, as one of the our guest has suggested, that we have to implement from our home. So it's like we are trying to collect the plastic bottles, papers, and we are having a recycling center here created by Dubai municipality. We are putting all the things in each section separately, so that's a normal daily routine for us. And I'm also recently I have joined as a climate warrior by Prithvi, we are Prithvi team. So I have recently started working for them as well. And one more thing I would like to add on, during like any events, we have started giving, instead of giving expensive written gift and anything, we have started giving plants as a return gift. So these are small things I have started from as a normal human being. That's all. And I'm really thankful to you to give me this opportunity to associate it with your team. Looking forward for a wonderful experience and journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll see you soon in Dubai. We are coming for an event on 22nd, and wonderfully said that because even Stalin has said us that the government has to take action. Where the government is not taking action, we may try hard. If government does not give us the action, then we cannot get the fulfill. So as you said, Dubai government has made a mandatory rules that
Yes.
is saving the electricity as well as the heat, because Dubai is the hottest place. So you
Yes.
because of that, so you can save so many things. Even it's good if Indian government, maybe in the coming time, Indian government will also understand and help us and fulfill the dream of Mr. Stalin in that way. So can I have now Neha Bandupadhyay? Are you there? Okay, Kuljinder, do you want to speak a few words, Kuljinder from Dubai? Okay, then we have with us um, Dania Hussain. Do you want to speak something, Dania?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll
Good.
speak about Dania. Dania is an entrepreneur and she is running into food products, and also she is ambassador. She will be an ambassador of Save Environment, Go Green. She is going to Dubai to get felicitated as popular Queen of Universe for the activity which she has done towards environment. So Dania, yes, what have you learned and what do you want to say on this?
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, everyone. What I feel about the environment is that since it is getting depleted and the resources are limited, so what we can do is to conserve and use it in the best possible way. Like, suppose now we are also seeing that in many cities and places there are eco-friendly shops which are recycling the waste material and the used clothes and other things, and they are selling it again, like say bamboo combs, bamboo toothbrushes, the old clothes, they are being recycled and they are being sold at a lower cost. So this can be used by other people instead of getting wasted. So I feel that every and anything which we can recycle and reuse, maybe we are not using it ourselves, maybe we can pass it on to the others, so that way there will be less of wastage and the resources can be utilized. Also I feel that even water also should be used in the best possible way, because there should be no wastage. Like in many places, like what I have seen, that the pressure of water which is there from the valves, so that if that is also regulated in most of the places, so the flow of the water will be less, and that way the water we can use in the best possible way. Also I feel that we can conserve and recycle as much things as possible. Also, like some of the speakers mentioned regarding the gifting of plants, yes, that's also very good. Even we are seeing that plant is the best gift which we can give to anyone, like say suppose a money plant, even bamboo plants, these are considered lucky as well, and so they can be used for gifting. So that's what I would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, see now this kind of things, if we start passing out into our younger generation, they will also follow up the steps, and slowly the world will become organic, and we can definitely save Mother Earth by contributing ourselves and giving education on that. And now we have Jayalakshmi's Sanipina Jayalakshmi Rauji. She is also one social activist, a multi-awardee, and she has been moving around the world. She is a Facebook editor. She is a woman. She's a World Human Rights Protection, and she's also a member of NASA. And she is also getting felicitated in Dubai on 22nd for her activities as Popular Queen of Universe. So, ma'am, a few lines on environment. Can you on your mic, please? Sani Pinaji, please on your mic. Your mic is off. Yes.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, distinguished dignitaries in media conference of Popular Queen of the Universe on the topic Go Green and Save Environment. First and foremost, I congratulate the President of Iowa, Dr. Nabal Pajiyar, for creating a great platform for women and keeping in view to save Earth by adopting Go Green programs. It is an awareness campaign, a call not only to the inhabitants of Earth, but also a call at global level. Go green and save nature, save environment, save Mother Nature, save our green planet Earth. How far we are contributing to save our Mother Earth, to save our environment. Here is the first thing we have to remember, that the present generation are in need of care, especially the morbidity rate of current generation is high due to COVID, and in general, almost all age groups, they are the victims. So Go Green program is a call for healthier life, to create environmentally friendly life, to live on Earth. So what are the major tips as an inhabitant on our green planet we should contribute in our area, in our locality, or at national level, or at international level? This is very, very important. Last time the question came in our debate, how far we are doing justice to climatic change. So this is a vast terminology. Each one has a role to play. So Go Green program, whatever your capacity to do good and to conserve energy and for a better living, eco-friendly living, by creating eco-friendly home and by utilizing resources to the fullest extent for the betterment of the individual. Don't waste anything. Human beings, they have the nature of wastage, lots of wastage, power wastage at home, water wastage at home. You use shower and water, which is needed. As per that only one has to use. Power also, when you need that, it is essential for your uses, one has to use. Unnecessary uses of any product causes harm to the ecosystem. Our previous speaker said, yes, in a family, 4 cars are there. And here they have to use when there is a need. It's not a thing. Car is nowadays a necessity, because in a family, 4 people serve in 4 different directions. All the time they cannot depend on one individual, because the distance they cannot cover as per the time like is concerned to attend the office. So carpooling is the best method. If possible, sharing with your friends and going in one car, that is the best method to conserve fuel energy. To conserve fuel energy also is a part of Go Green program. Go Green means how you make use of your resources to the best, to the fullest extent, for the betterment of the individual, for the betterment of society to live, environment to live. In an eco-friendly environment, we say no wastage in any sector, whether it is agriculture or industry or tertiary sector. These 3 sectors, no wastage should be there. If any wastage occurs, then there should be a recycling process and reuse process for the products. And there are certain products which should be banned, plastic bags. So in Visakhapatnam, we have adopted cotton bags. Even in garbage, also we use cotton bags to put our whatever disposals we want. we put in dustbins. So it is very essential. Plastic bags cause a lot of harm to the ecosystem. And when we conserve energy aspect, we are not go green, conserve energy, whether it is gas or electricity or water. So you have to be very, very careful while using these things. Never waste a drop of water. In future, you may not get water for our future generation. So water level is, and it may cause in long run, this system is continuing without following go green measures. Then in the long run, there is possibility of acid rain. Because as we sow, so we reap. There will be completely extinction of all beings. What Earth is facing these challenges due to hot climate, hot temperature, and the eco imbalance, environment pollution. So
sorry to interrupt you, Jayalakshmi ji, because we got more speakers. So we just want to give little bit of your views on that. You can just end it up. Little 1 or 2 lines, please, in short. Yeah.
Okay. So it is high time to adopt go green, and by for keeping in view the current generation and future generation well-being on our green planet Earth. And by the by, we should adopt go green program in afforestation. And deforestation causes a lot of harm due to urbanization. So it is high time. Go green program is essential to restore balance in ecosystem in our environment on our green planet Earth. And I appeal all, let us start from today as a mission, as a warrior of Go Green, to save our environment, to save our green planet for our future generation. And if there is need at present for current generation of all age groups. So Go Green, save environment for the future generation on our planet Earth. Thank you all, Madam Dalit and dignitaries. I'm thankful to all for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. See you on 22nd for being crowned as the Go Green Ambassador for Popular Queen of Universe. So we have with us Satinder Malhotra, another queen. She is also a Popular Queen of Universe. She will be also crowned as Popular Queen for Save Environment. So Satinder ji, a very few lines because we got lots of speakers. So we would like to end up in a small message, like what you think about Save Environment and what you can contribute and how will you contribute yourself towards making this earth look beautiful as it was made earlier. Please on your mic. Please on your mic.
Sweet, ma'am. It's unmuted. Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on such a nice topic, because people do raise voices on different issues, but nobody speaks for a tree that is cut. Nobody speaks for a dying river. Nobody speaks for a mountain that is sliding. So this is all due to human destruction, which we are causing to nature. And nature is showing its fury in the form of storms, in the form of floods, in the form of earthquakes. And what is happening in Joshimath? I belong to Uttarakhand. So we are all seeing what is happening there. What has happened in Turkey and Syria, they are live examples. So what I feel, this is the decade of decisive action. Either we have a choice. It is either collective action or collective suicide. So we have to make a choice. If we want to protect the mother nature, we have to take action to save the trees. Hug a tree, embrace a tree, save Mother Earth. This will be a great tribute to one of Garhwal's environmentalist, Sundar Lal Bahuguna, who started Chipko movement long back. And we have to follow the same rules again. If we want our future generation to breathe in the fresh air, of course, we have to save the trees, plant the trees, think green and go green. This is my message. I think we should all follow and protect the mother nature because we are the guardians of nature's gifts. If we do and follow the rules, I think our future generation will also do the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Satinder. Very beautiful, precise manner you have said the whole answer. Very impressed. And it's really, we are the one who will give a better life to the coming generation. So Neha ji, are you there? Can I have you online? You want to speak a few lines on Save Environment? Neha Bandupadhyay.
Namaskar, ma'am. Namaskar to
Namaskar.
everyone. I'm traveling, so maybe the signal may not be there at times.
Okay.
But this is, I want to tell it to everybody. During the lockdown, we came across Daljit ma'am, or since then I've come to know so much about her, the organization, the good work she's doing for everyone. And she's always pushing every lady, every person she come across ki aage badho, himmat karo. And now she has come up with this Save Earth. Ma'am, whatever I can do for the organization, I'll definitely come up. Or we are doing a painting session. We're using all organic colors for the painting. These paintings are done by the underprivileged. And maybe one day I can donate, I can gift a series of paintings to Aiwa. And please, right from now, I'll request you, aap accept zarur kijiyega.
Oh, so thank you. So sweet of you. Very nice of you. Paintings, the artist, that is a creation. Yeah. And we should, that's wonderful gift from you. Nehaji, that's a nice of you. But I would just want to know, you have been listening to all the speakers here. Like they have put their views on Save Environment, what they have faced and what their message they want to give to the society. And what is your view after listening to everyone?
We have taken a very urban level of this organization, yes, civilization. We think abhi har cheez, bade industries, bade buildings, everything. The children have forgotten कि हम लोग कैसे मिट्टी से छोटे-छोटे घर बनाते थे, दिया बनाते थे, पेड़ लगाते थे. Why not go back to the earth? हर चीज touch करो, feel करो. I agree with all the speakers we have today, all the eminent speakers. I will say, सब लोगों ने कितना किया है. I hope I can also contribute to their thoughts and visions.
Definitely. I know you are traveling, so there is a lots of disturbance, but definitely when we do the program live here in Mumbai, we'll definitely meet on the stage. Now we're going to Dubai for the same, and we'll be traveling around the world. So we would like you all to be part of this movement, which we are taking around the world to go green. Thank you very much, and please have a safe journey. So
thank you.
Thank you. So we have
all
Uma.
the best to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, Nehaji. Uma Modi, are you there, Uma ji? Yes, I'll talk about Uma. Uma, are you there? Can I see you, Uma? Please on your video. Okay, and then we have got Memmi Thyiam from Imphal. Are you there, Memmi? She's already staying in a beautiful place in Manipur, full of greenery. So, Memmi, can you speak a little bit about, she's also getting felicitated as Popular Queen of Universe for Go Green, Save Environment, because she has taken a pledge of working for this subject in her area and the areas where she stays. and she will be making people aware and make a team to plant more and more trees and save the environment. So Memmi, please, what will you do and what do you think about what we have heard today on Save Environment?
First of all, hello everyone, and myself, Memmi Thyiam. Actually, I love gardening and also love to watch green leafy plants, as well as we all know that our natural environment is like our mother, so we must respect our mother and the best way to save our nature is plantation. As we all know that plantation is very much important, but most of the peoples are ignoring plantation. It is because we human beings are able to create our new environment, but we must think of our surrounding also. We must think of our surrounding also, because they are also part of us. They are also part of our environment. The best way of plantation is we have to start from our own house, and plantation is the only best way to save every creature, and we need to create new habitat by plantation. And because of climate change, species are gone. Most of the birds have not seen nowadays. So everywhere. Less birds are flying, and even we cannot see them. It's also one of the deforestation. It's also one of the deforestation example. So we need to create habitat of plantation. Every one of us, we need to create new habitat of plantation. So I appeal to our government also. Our government is also trying to plant in every areas, even in a middle part of a road. Our government also trying to plan every road partition during the road. And then it is also one of the good step. I think it is very one of the good step. So we all know that it is also very good for our environment. And so today I conclude here. I visit to some of our blind schools, so I'm on my way. So thank you very much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, and carry on with your activity, which is part of Popular Queen of Universe. So good luck for your activity. Okay, so we have with us Uma. Are you there? Chaya, Uma, are you there? Can I see you both? Uma Modi, Chaya Shishi Janbandhu. Uma Modi. Hello, Uma ji, I can see you. Uma Modi, can you hear me? Uma Modi ji, I can see you. I think she can't hear me. Something is wrong with the mic. Okay, Chaya, are you there? Chaya Shishi Janbandhu. Okay, so I think almost all have been covered, and now I will end the program with Save Environment, Go Green. So ultimately what we have learned is, of course, it is not only the plantation by yourself. Creating awareness is very important. People cut the trees and they just want to make a space, but we have to tell them that little bit of space in your house, use it as a gardening. Not only that, save water, don't throw the garbages in the rivers, in the ocean, which is getting polluted. And then in the coming time, if we are not taking care now, in the coming time, we will have no fresh air and no water to drink. We will have to get that oxygen cylinders, to breathe. And then water will be more expensive than gold to drink. So this is the kind of situation we are going to face maybe after 50 years if we are not taking the steps right now. The signal which Mother Earth has already been giving us one by one, by giving earthquakes, melting the glaciers, then in the cold areas, the heat has come. In the heat areas, the cold has come. In Mumbai, we never faced winter, but this year we really had to wear sweaters, So this was something very different. In Delhi also, it was too cold. In the Uttarakhand, the weather is changed. So in many states, the weather has been changed. It is all because due to environmental changes, and environmental changes is because of lots of pollution in the air and lots of pollution in the water, plus also cutting the trees, because when you cut the trees, there's oxygen automatically goes down, so everything else will fall apart. So today I end here, and I'm thankful to all the dignitaries who have taken out this precious time to be part of this event and be part of this movement. And this movement we are going to take worldwide, and I would like each one of you to organize one conference at least once a month, where I can be part of your team, so that we can create together a large chain worldwide. Thank you very much. And it was wonderful. And we will meet soon in Dubai. People who are coming in Dubai for this topic, we will be meeting there. So thank you very much. I end it over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सबको। नमस्कार, प्रणाम। नेपाल आइएगा, पशुपतिनाथ का दर्शन जरूर कीजिएगा।
बिल्कुल आएंगे जी। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much for a wonderful session, ma'am. Really